I'm here to talk about the Yes book. I got assigned chapters 3 and 4, which are by far the best chapters I think that's in the book because it talks about the way consumers get attached to certain projects and what messages they don't and do not like. So to begin with chapter 3, what common mistake causes messages to self-destruct? Commercials are typically designed to move products and not people. I think they should try to move people instead of products, because when you get the viewer's attention and emotionally connected, it helps them be more willing to try the product. An example is in the 1970s, the commercial from Keep America Beautiful organization. They got people to listen because they moved the individual and not just their message. They captured the viewer's attention, which helped them in the long run. Also, you should use messages to convey a positive meaning. Using negative messages can turn a viewer away and make them not want to do whatever you're telling them to do. For an example, a Petrified Forest National Park, people were stealing their wood from the park, so they made 2 different signs to get people to stop stealing the wood. This was an experiment. The first sign was a negative social proof sign, and then the second sign had no social aspect at all. In order to get someone to listen, you need to be positive. The first sign had a 2.92% rate at which the wood was stolen, and the second sign showed a rate of 7.92%. So as you can see, a negative social proof sign had more of a negative effect, even though you are trying to connect with the person by showing the person negative effects. It doesn't work. You have to be positive, reinforced with positive words. But when the same experiment was, they asked simply not to they put a sign up that said like, just do not take the wood. It decreased the amount of wood that was been stolen to 1.67%. To drop this number even more, you should just make the message positive. For an example, they could have simply put, please do not steal the wood, you're diminishing our beautiful park. That simply states, do not steal the wood, why, and it gets someone connected to the park by saying you're diminishing your favorite park that you go to a lot. To conclude chapter 3, do not use negative messages. It does not work. But you should use positive messages. Viewers are very sensitive to your words that you use, so you just need to make sure you're careful with what you say and how you say it to get your viewers to pay attention to you. So chapter 4, when precision might backfire and how do you avoid the magnetic middle. People have a natural tendency to do what most other people are doing, even when that behavior is socially undesirable. So basically that means when they follow people even when they're doing something bad. So say someone keeps stealing candy bars from the store and they see more and more people stealing, they're going to steal because they think it's socially acceptable even though it's socially undesirable. When writing a message, it is recommended to try to reframe the message to make it more socially desirable. Unfortunately, this is really hard to do with some messages because some things you just need to be completely straightforward, and it's really hard to make a message positive when it's just completely negative. So how do you prevent backfire? It might be helpful to convey a society's approval for their behavior in some way. And how can you do this? By singing telegrams. Everybody loves a good catchy tune. It gets approved from the society and it gets approved in people's minds, basically, and it helps them feel more comfortable with accepting what they are doing. Just like in chapter 3, using negative symbols or messages won't work. And the household experiment, they try to get people to use less electricity by using frowny faces. They would give them the sheet of paper saying what they use, and if it was over the normal rate, they would put a negative smiley face with their piece of paper. And this did not get any improvements for saving electricity. However, the same people who were actually saving electricity used a smiley face. They put smiley faces, and those people continue to save electricity and actually decrease their usage a little more than normal. To conclude chapter 5, I like the ending quote from chapter 4. I like the ending quote. It says, "Prevent a good apple from getting spoiled by a bunch of bad ones. Remember to show your appreciation for it." I think that this is so true. It's just like in a job situation. You need to be shown that you're appreciated to keep doing what you're doing by getting raises or getting bonuses and stuff. It's the same way when you're trying to get a message from to your viewers. You need to show reinforcement that you're appreciated for them doing what they're supposed to do and helping out the society. Well, thanks for watching. I'm Telma. If you don't already know me, I hope that you learned a little bit from me about chapter 3 and 4. And always remember to stay positive.